Welcome to Manhood, episode 3.
Hello.
Hello.
Why are we bothering?
I don't know. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. Loads coming up today. Well, I say loads. There's probably about 4 features. We've got another Dead or Alive. I've got a good one for Dom, actually. It's a bit of a double entendre.
Why are you getting straight into that?
I'm just teeing up the
We
show.
normally have a nice little casual conversation.
Yeah,
How's your week been going? And you've immediately come in with a list.
Yeah, well, I feel like I've got to get it off my chest so we do it. I have actually got a stolen features this week. I've done a bit of work.
Have you?
Believe it or not. Put
Wow.
a shift in. I've got a bit of a rant as well.
You did put a shift in. You sent me a running order.
Yeah, this. I'm literally going through the running order now. One thing we don't have, though, is adverts at the start of our podcast. So I was doing when I was doing my research, believe it or not, I was actually listening to other podcasts.
Yeah.
And they have, I was listening to
So many.
Ed Gamble and
James
Aircaster off the menu. We are
Off menu.
We're going to steal one of their features today. As you know, I don't listen to podcasts. Anyway, I listened to theirs. The first 4 minutes were adverts.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the good thing about Spotify might be the same, but on the Apple, it's 30-second skips, and it kind of people that make podcasts are considerate, and they do them in exact minutes. So you can just do like 4 skips, and then you get to the end.
Right. So you didn't tell me that.
As
So I
a
listened to 4 minutes
dedicated-
worth of adverts.
As a dedicated podcast listener. But I like to listen to a podcast when I'm going to sleep. I like to have the conversation on quiet. But the adverts always wake me up.
That's weird.
So I'll wake up and it's like saying, "Go Hello Fresh!"
Those two were talking about like Uber Eats. And I'm thinking, oh, this is annoying. Then I bit me and thought, I wish we had adverts. Because then you know you've done well.
Mate, we invented that.
Yeah, we did it.
When we did Banter's Banter,
Reading your
full
own
of adverts. But we're not here
Anyway,
to brag.
so we are going to nick one of their features later on in the episode of Stolen Features.
It's annoying that this new table's on the right for me because I'm left-handed. So grabbing my tea is so awkward.
It's a brilliant addition, though.
These are old chemists.
What's in the drawer?
Nothing.
Nothing.
These are old chemists' drawers. And basically the story behind this is I was at a Christmas market in Otley a few years ago, and there was an elderly gentleman with a stall with a load of furniture on. You know those usual, like, they've carved an owl out of a log or something, that sort of thing. Yeah. And he had this there, and I was, like, looking at it because I was really interested in the drawers, and I thought this was, like, an original piece.
It looks really old.
And he said, I just made it from a few old signs and drawers. And he was really nice old man, and he said he wanted 20 quid for it, so...
So you're telling me underneath here it's going to be a sign? Oh, yeah, there is.
There you go. It's just made out of tack, basically. Because the legs are just like cheap plastic. Oh, no, they're metal. Anyway.
So basically what we've done is we've added some visual stimulus to a podcast that nobody watches visually.
78 people watched the last episode.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I thought you were 18.
That light behind you is flickering. Is that disco? Have you done that on purpose to draw the attention to you?
Yes.
Again, a video thing, but...
Yeah, we're really focusing on the video aspect of the podcast, but the stats all lie in the audio version.
That's true.
Old school.
That's true. People listen to us.
But you know, like I don't
think
think we should be disheartened or go on about it. Actually, let's just crack on with
Fine.
our lives.
How's your week been?
It's been really good. Nico started school today, high school.
Nice.
Not started school, high school, and it were really weird. Like Abby used to love doing the school run. She used to love taking him to primary school, and now she hasn't got that job to do in the morning. So then we just watched them walk off, and Abby stood at end of drive, watched them walk off. You know, very emotional. And she's like, "What do we do now?" I'm like,
Yeah, it's the worst.
Why don't you do the school run, but don't take anybody?
We've kind of touched on this before in podcasts, but nobody ever tells you how hard it is to watch your kids grow up.
And I think that's the worst transition. We have said this though.
But I now envy people that have kids growing up at home, like young kids, because it goes in the blink of an eye. And then when you get to the age that our kids are, you start missing picking them up, them cuddling you, them calling you daddy.
Yeah,
it's all gone.
Yeah.
It'll never happen again.
And I give the eldest a little pep talk.
That flashing that is really putting me off.
Should I just turn it off?
No, it's fine. Sorry, pep talk.
It doesn't look like it's flashing on there. Anyway, I give the eldest a pep talk. So when I went to high school, my brother basically bullied me. So my older brother was like pretty horrible to me actually. So if I remember I've told this before, I would get him beat up once and he would join in. He joined in with them. He gave me a few digs and he used to laugh at me. He used to tell the bullies what to call me, Fat Fletch and all this. So I was like, Theo, don't do that.
Mum overfed him last night. Use that. That's a bit of material.
2T Tom used to call me because he used to have 2 T's. But they didn't know that because that was a household joke. Anyway, so what I said to Theo is, I said, you look after your brother. You do not join in with the bullies. You don't beat him up. And you're allowed to get a punch in if he's being picked on. And he looked at me and went, am I really? So yeah, but you can't use that as an excuse to start beating people up. So that was my pep talk.
I don't feel like that's good parenting.
Of course it is. So if his Nicholas getting beat up, Theo's just stand and watch?
Oh, I thought you meant that Theo can get a dig in on Nico.
No! I'm not telling him what my brother did to me.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I thought you meant.
You had a sibling at school.
I did.
Younger sibling.
Ginger. She got a bit of stick at school.
So what did you do to defend
Well,
her?
I'm not a hard man, as you know. I'm not. If I got into a fight, I'd just cry and get into a little ball and hope that it didn't
Did
hurt
you
my
not talk
face.
your way out of it?
But my sister, I once heard someone call her a ginger summit when I went on school bus, and I throttled the guy.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Whereas if that were my brother, they'd gone, yeah, she is, isn't she?
And I remember doing it. I just couldn't help myself. I threw him. It was like sitting on the luggage bit of the bus.
Yeah.
And I just grabbed him by the throat and shoved him down and said, "Don't ever speak to her like that again." And then I got off the bus at the next stop and I walked from that stop home, shitting myself. What if he's got an older brother? I'm gonna get battered.
Yeah, so you did show a bit of, you see, that is practically a fight.
Yeah, but nothing ever happened.
What about your brother at school, Andy? Because you had a twin brother, didn't you?
Yeah, so I got confused. I got whatever it is.
Yeah. Or if he got into trouble, that were Graham.
No, but did you stick up for each other?
Yeah, of course I did.
But what, older brother? How old's your older brother? How older is you?
2 years older.
Oh, right, so it's just like me and, so what were he like? You all looked after each other?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, I think mine's an anomaly, isn't it? Why did my brother not look after me?
Jealous.
I think you were jealous.
Jealous of your Freddie Lundberg haircut.
Probably, yeah. So
first day of school, decent.
First day of school.
Nice.
Other than that, back to work. But yeah, that's about it. What's yours news of the week?
Well, as we know, we spoke about on the episode last week, my granddad died. And I had to go to a funeral. And I'm smiling because I get awkward talking about these things. And it's not funny. But despite the fact he was...
I nearly said, is he still dead? Because like it was news.
Yeah, is he still dead? Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Okay. But I'd never been to a burial before, mate, and it's absolutely the worst thing you'll ever see in your life. Yeah. I know that you went to one recently for your grandma. Sorry, I'm not crying. I've got like a flicker in my left eye.
Something going on with your ADHD today.
I know.
Seeing lights flicker. Yeah.
Anyway, it's awful, obviously, and like the bit where the end of the ceremony, and then my grandma had to go up to the coffin and put her hand on it. I thought like, this is it for me. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's the point. That's when did you cry then?
Yeah, I cried. Yeah.
Yeah.
You cried?
Not at your granddad's funeral.
No. I mean, at your
I would be
grandma's.
selling nail files, doing business, anyway.
You've definitely got more emotional recently. The last time I saw you cry was when Bradford beat Villa. We got into a cup final.
True. So that was for me, that's the peak of the funeral, isn't it?
Awful.
The peak is when you go up and you say your last goodbyes and you put your hand on coffin and it's horrible. So that's when I cried. And then after that, then you're just thinking about the buffet and the wake.
No. There's the burial bit.
Oh no, because it was a burial. Sorry, yeah.
So we went to we had to do the slow drive, and I'm just thinking that everyone behind's pissed off because they're doing the slow drive from, I don't know if you know this area, but Eccleshill to Baildon.
Oh yeah.
It's not a short distance to be going 20 miles an hour all the way.
You didn't do it in rush hour though, did you?
No. It was like lunchtime. But it was fine. We got there. But have you ever looked down into a grave when there's a coffin in it?
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
It's going to haunt me for the rest of my life. It is awful. But this is where...
Did you lower it in?
No. They are professionals do that.
I lowered mine in.
Yeah, I know, but as you know, I'm notoriously weak.
All right,
I'd have been the weak side and it ended up falling in.
Usually, and it's not a competition, by the way. I'm not.
Did you lower it in? No. They had undertakers doing it.
Usually, you get the grandchildren. You've got cousins who are grandchildren.
Yeah, but they didn't. I don't know what you want me to say.
I just don't think they
But it wasn't even an option. Like, they didn't ask. They just handled everything, the undertaker. And I'm glad they did. I wouldn't have wanted that. I wouldn't have wanted to have to deal with any of that.
I'm 11 year reefing you on your granddad's funeral.
I know. My grandma's funeral was better because I got to lower her. More fool you. We paid someone to do it.
I quite enjoyed it. Anyway, carry
You
on.
enjoyed it?
No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Like, it was...
You like being a part of it?
Yeah. I'm so heavy. How heavy were your granddad? But you didn't carry him.
I didn't carry him.
Oh my God, did you bloody hell? Did you do it all?
Well, because the where the ceremony was, they just pulled it, I nearly said out of a side door, but he came out of a door and then straight into the back of the hearse.
So again, I'm not 11 or reefing you, but we carried my grandma from it were weird, from the car, the Ford Sierra estate, Granada estate, up the path into the church, plonked her down, and that to the return trip.
No,
and it was bloody heavy, and I was carrying it thinking, it's so heavy, and I turned around and my cousin, who's shorter than me, was just walking under it. He didn't have it on his shoulder.
That is true, because half your family are quite short.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I here? I should be at the back and you should tilt it forward. Anyway.
But yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
But when we were I had my grandma's in a wheelchair. I took her to the edge so she could throw the ashes to ashes, dust to dust thing. So she could throw it in. And she went, oh, it's deep, innit? It's deep. And I said, yeah. And she went, that's because my half's there. So basically it's dug deeper, ready for her to go in after. So I thought that was quite funny. I laughed at that. And she was laughing. It was like...
And how many can you get in the grave?
2. It's made for just him and her.
Not necessarily. So in my grandma's hole, there was 4.
Oh, my God. For a woman who had a fling with famous wrestler Giant Haystacks, don't want to know how much you
I don't know what else to call it in my grandma's grave. What do you call it? Grave. In my grandma's grave, there's 4 of them. So she was the 4th.
So your grandma's on top?
My grandma's on top.
Cherry on the cake. Yeah,
but they were saying, because I was like, is there room for me or my mum or whatever? And they were like, no, 4's maximum. So if your granddad's paid for that grave...
He must have said for 2.
Well, how deep were it?
Yeah, pretty deep, but...
Could you got 4 in?
Yeah, no, but there's got to be a certain level. You can't just fill it up to the top with graves, with the coffins.
Like Tetris.
Like a layer, like a lasagna.
You get one outside there.
Anyway, this is grim. But
it is grim,
sorry. What was that? But then during the service, it was all... Obviously, it's awful. Everyone's crying. I'm dead upset. I've got Teddy next to me. He's upset. And my grandma the other side of me. But there was a moment in it. Everyone's really upset. And then the reverend is reading out a passage. And he went, as I walk through the valley in the shadow of death. And me and Teddy looked at each other and go, did he just quote Coolio?
And everyone's heads at theirs going, I take a look at my life, I realise...
Yeah, that happened to me at my granddad's funeral. I started singing Coolio in my head. But obviously no one else there, because everyone else is elderly or my parents. They don't know who Coolio is. But me and Teddy just looked at each other and went, did he just quote Coolio?
That was not the time.
But yeah, it's hot, mate.
And there was the 2, we just don't rung me. And...
No, hang on a minute. You might remember last week we spoke about how Tom messaged me on the day that my granddad had died that he needed a business transaction sorting out. So, and Tom was very regretful. You may remember on the last episode, he was sorry, I should have done that. Abby said that was very Tom, I'm really sorry. He did it again. I was at a funeral, he rang me. My phone started vibrating in my pocket, Tom's ringing me. And what was it? A business transaction.
No, it was an urgent call, because deal or no deal, not deal or no deal, what were we going on?
Bargain Hunt.
Bargain Hunt wanted to rearrange the meeting to 3, and I thought it was 5.
No, it was originally 3. You wanted to rearrange your head so that you were...
So now, like, panicking, going, I need to ring Dom, and then I was ringing, I thought, that's weird, he hadn't answered, and then Dom just put, funeral, exclamation mark, and I'm like, oh, sorry. But what
you said, oh, sorry, totally forgot, and I was like, that is Tom all over that.
Yeah.
We are all just characters in Tom's life.
In my life. We're all characters in each other's life, aren't we?
That is true.
You are the centre of your own universe, and I'm the centre of mine.
Yeah, naturally, that is true, actually.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow, that is actually the most profound thing you
Get out
ever
a T-shirt,
said.
sell some merchandise to our 18 viewers.
That is true. But yeah, let's move on from the sad stuff because
there was something I want to bring up. Oh. The grave diggers.
Oh my God, it's so inappropriate.
It is ridiculous.
Like you get there, everyone's in mourning, you're all walking really slowly, and then there's basically spectators for your funeral. The gravediggers are standing there with a shovel, waiting for it to be over. A
couple of high-vis vests, smoking a fag on the lunch break, probably because they're tired.
Yeah.
But like, what? Do they work for council?
That smoking a fag just reminded me of one of the funniest things I've ever seen on Twitter, where it was an American and he'd seen someone had said, "Oh, they were smoking a fag," and the American thought, "Shooting a gay person."
Every being bit in my body now. Try not to do an impression of that in an American accent.
But it's funny, isn't it? That's funny. But yeah, we got there and it's all, you're all in black and stuff. You're all in like your smart clothes, your ties on. And then you get there and there's a gravedigger in his mucky jeans, his green council T-shirt.
I reckon they're the same 2 that did my grandma's because they look like a set of reprobates. They don't stand out of shot. So you stood there like really mourning. And
because it is like, that's another thing. It is like a film, innit? You're walking through the graveyard, there's trees everywhere. You feel like Batman observing a funeral from a distance.
It's when they just stood in background like, get out of shot, go see in your van. Go over there.
They are within feet. They're not like out of view. And how is that?
It's like they're ready to fill it up. And then when I went back a week later, and you need to check this as well, they hadn't filled her in properly.
Oh, I was there.
Oh, you were there? They just put the grass suds on top, haven't they?
This is another weird thing that's weird about Tom is that for most of the people, that's a poignant moment. And I'm sure for Tom, that was a poignant moment. But basically, we were doing a charity walk and we happened to walk past the graveyard where Tom's grandma was. And he went, I want to see my grandma. And we were like, and I had a friend with me, so a friend of a friend for Tom. And he dragged us to the grave. And he was weirdly jovial about it, taking selfies. You were taking selfies, which is...
No, because I was taking selfies with the grass suds. They hadn't...
You did an Instagram. But then you went, I'm just seeing my grandma. It's not even filled in properly. But it's because they take the grass off the top and it shrinks.
Oh, right.
It wasn't like you couldn't have looked down and seen your grandma.
So I thought you were Bradford Council, that's why I have a bloody job.
It's just, but yeah, the Gravediggers was a weird... But again, I kind of like, it's a bit of light-hearted.
Of course it is.
I like that there was something there to distract me from what was a harrowing moment.
So basically Coolio lyrics and a couple of...
So I was trying to find the funny.
But that was because the reason I rang him is because we've mentioned that we're auditioning for Bargain Hunt.
No.
So we auditioned for Bargain Hunt. It might be news. Do you know this, Andy? We've auditioned for Bargain Hunt, and we've got through.
So
that's it.
Well,
pretty much we're going to be on it.
We're waiting for them to well, actually. So basically, I saw a thing on the. I was watching Bargain Hunt, and at the end of it, it said they were looking for contestants. So I said to Tom, I said, "Should we? This would be class." And Tom loves any opportunity.
Yeah.
So he said, "Yeah." So I sent in the application. They got straight back to us like, "Yeah, send us a video." So we played five-a-side, sent them a video, and they were like, "Yeah, we need to speak to you in person." So they arranged a call. And we were our typical scatty, bumbling, idiotic selves on the call.
Yeah, no, I think we were like, my mum messaged me because she watches Bargain Hunt and she said, whatever you do, don't be a pair of idiots.
Because she was watching an episode.
Yeah, she watched an episode with two idiots on, and all they were trying to do is make each other laugh, and they got told off basically. So they said, don't do that when you. So then on the call, I was like, we're gonna have to be a little bit serious, take it seriously. But then we just couldn't help ourselves, and Dom said something.
We went into full podcasting mode, basically. I threatened to knock out one of the experts. Tom basically told her he'd never seen it before and didn't know what we were doing. But he now thinks that we're definitely through. So basically what happened was she was laughing at us and stuff like that. So we basically turned into Bradley Walsh, Joe Pasquale, Entertainment Central. And we're wanting to entertain this woman on this audition thing. And then... she asked the question, didn't she? She said, imagine you're in the scenario where the expert, you found an item that you love, you want to spend the remaining budget on this item, but the expert comes in with an item and he thinks you should buy the item that the expert has. What would you do? And I said, I'd knock him out and just get our item anyway.
Dom said, we go away and beat him up and get our item anyway.
And she didn't laugh.
Her face dropped.
She didn't laugh and she went, how did you get to beating him up from what I asked?
Yeah, it was like, that's not, no, it was just joking. And I was like, it's not very BBC. So we kind of skirted that one. And then one of the questions was, which expert would you love to work with?
Unfortunately, I'd Googled it minutes before because what had happened is I overcompensated because at the start of the call, Tom had basically made out that he'd never watched it or he'd not watched it in years, didn't really know what the format was or anything. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to pick up the slack here. I made out that I was a super fan. As luck would have it, I had Googled Bargain Hunt experts beforehand.
And someone came up, Phil or something.
Yeah, Phil. I can't remember. Was it Spectre?
Not Phil Spencer's from...
Oh no, Phil Spector's the guy who killed his wife.
That's who killed his wife. Phil Spencer's the grand design, not the grand design, the home expert, which is Kirsty Allsop. So it must be...
Anyway, we got it. We nailed it. And luckily I'd watched enough of it with my grandparents.
I won't say we nailed it. The fact that I was like, I can't name an expert, maybe didn't go down too well. Because David Dickinson hasn't done it for 15 years. And the other one that Dom mentioned is dead. Is he dead?
No, but we don't know what the scenario... In fact, let's Google it.
Let's Google it now. You're going to Google it? Am I Googling it?
But basically, she said, who's your favourite presenter? And I mentioned this Tim guy, and again, her face dropped. She went, he don't do it anymore. And I thought, well, he's either dead...
Or he's up to no good.
Or he's done the typical...
He's a wrong one.
Yeah, right.
Typical BBC stunt. You
do some padding while I Google... Tim at Bargain Hunt.
So I wasn't unsure. I was like, no. The fact that I'm not a Bargain Hunt geek and Dom is isn't gonna. But she said, if we don't use it for this show, we'll put you on the list. And she practically almost said, we'll definitely be using you.
No, he is. Tim Wanacott is still alive. He just doesn't do Bargain Hunt anymore.
Why?
Why is Tim no longer on Bargain Hunt? Hang on. His exit came after he was reportedly suspended following an alleged disagreement with producers. And we were talking to a producer. Probably shouldn't have brought him up.
Never mind.
Interesting.
Speaking of random celebrities, have we got the bed for the Undertaker bed?
Have you told Andy how he plays the jingle out?
No. What button is it? It was saved on there.
Which button?
Bottom right.
Go.
Don't.
Dead or alive? Margaret Ann Lake.
I've got no idea who that is. Who's that?
Bearing in mind, the series so far of Dead and Alive is 2-0 to Dom. He got them both correct.
Yeah, but I don't even know who Margaret Ann Lake is. Can you give me some clues?
The ball's coming into the box. It's an open net. Tom's about to finish.
No. Tell me, Bill. Tell me who she is.
No. I'm so scared.
Give me some background.
I'm not telling you who she is.
No, you can't just throw anyone out there. I could go Hunkleberg Pinkerdink and make up a name. It could be made up.
Well, you got 50-50. Say Dead or Alive. I'll tell you who she is after you've said Dead or Alive.
Dead.
God damn it. Do you know what that is?
No.
Guess who it is. I'll give you some clues.
She in Downton Abbey.
The Sun is a perfect clue, actually. She had
Page 3 model.
No, she had a popular column in the Sun newspaper.
Dear Deirdre.
Not Dear Deirdre, that's Deirdre.
Oh, yeah.
Margaret Ann Lake. Think of the cosmos. Think of the star signs.
What, she wrote the...
Star signs, cosmos.
I know.
Oh, I know who it is. I've got it. I know who it is. It's Mystic Meg.
Mystic Meg.
She's dead.
3-0. That we're lucky that.
Mystic Meg, do you remember how she got famous? This is when
So this is right. Sorry to interrupt. I'll come back to you on this. Okay. This is scatty.
Yeah, all right.
This is scatty. I'll come back to you. But this is classic. This is classic Dom. Okay. If you want to clip Dom's ADHD reel, this is classic Dom, because I guarantee he will know something completely useless about Mystic Meg. And that's why I was surprised that you didn't get the name. I thought the use of information is you probably knew that when you're in a pub. Well, do you know that Mystic Meg's actual name is Margaret Ann Lake?
No, but...
Go on.
Well, I was just going to say, you know how she got famous, but everyone knows.
I don't know. What, she slept with Uri Geller?
No, on the lottery.
Oh.
When the lottery used to be a big deal, everyone used
remember
to watch the lottery on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
When it was an hour-long show.
Yeah, and it was good, hosted by the likes of Dale Winton, for example,
What, she was on that?
who is also dead. But yeah, she was on. It would say, "Oh, now we're going to go to Mystic Meg," and she'd be like, "I see that someone in Leicester might win this week." Something like that. She never predicted the balls, though. Interestingly, didn't see that coming. But then, obviously, she got dropped, and then just was resorted to a column in the Sun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but she's. Did you
I had a bit of a thing.
I was going to say, did you find her attractive?
Well, as you well know, Tom, back in the day, I was into the early 2000s, the punk emo look.
Yeah,
I was really into girls like Avril Lavigne. I liked the skater girl look.
I don't think she did. I don't think she was a skater girl.
Still, I'm not.
I think that fringe were doing a lot of work. For example, Claudia Winkleman.
Got to be a wig.
I reckon that fringe is doing a lot of
Hang
work.
on a minute.
Claudia Winkleman.
Claudia Winkleman's look is inspired by Mystic Meg.
Yeah, completely. Big deep mascara.
Has anyone made that?
No, I don't. I think you're the.
Have you ever seen the early videos of Claudia Winkleman? By the way,
Claudia Winklebum.
she was on this morning. One of the most beautiful women you'll ever see.
Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, she's still really
I just think that
lovely
fringe is carrying a lot of that in it. It's covering a multitude of
looking. Yeah, but
sins.
she didn't used to have that.
No,
She didn't used to have that.
it's a shame.
Google it.
Right.
Okay, I'll Google it and I'll show you while you tee up the next bit.
Oh, she has got a fringe. It's just going the wrong different way.
Which, if
She's 90% hair is Claudia Winkleman.
she's like
Yeah, that's
90s
better.
good looking, 90s
That's more
good. Do you know?
naturally.
Yeah, natural.
She's got Jennifer Aniston vibes there.
Yeah, she's anyway. There you go.
Oh, you should email her that and tell her to get rid of it.
While you're planning the next thing, I heard what is deemed to be the funniest joke of all time.
Go on.
So I'll do it for you now. What's the difference between a vitamin and a hormone?
Vitamin. One of them don't scream when you're in bed with them.
Okay, well you've totally ruined the joke by absolutely delivering the.
Is that it?
No, you've ruined it.
Oh, sorry.
Because it's supposed to be, what's the difference between a vitamin and a hormone? You can't make a vitamin. but you can make a hormone. But you've ruined it by delivering it like a toddler.
I'm one of those guys when you get the Christmas crackers out and it's what do you call a shivering sheep? And I always get the answer, woolly jumper or whatever.
Yeah, but you didn't get that right. You got it. Well, you got it.
I got it right.
You got annoyingly along the right lines. Is what happened there. Anyway, just deliver one of these features for God's sake.
We've had an email. This is from Lewis Gillett. In fact, we've had some.
What feature's this for?
Just listener interaction.
You'll be pleased to know, Andy, there's no jingle for this one.
In fact,
This is just the post bag.
This is listener interaction. This is Lewis Gillett. Hey up, lads. I'm still listening. You had so many features that I can't really remember which one to contribute to. Not a dig. By the way, great episode. Hopefully not 6 months next year, and then a big kiss. Thank you, Lewis.
Right? Can I say that because you've printed it out and that's quite nice, but you've also read it wrong because he didn't say hopefully not 6 months next year, did he? He said hopefully not 6 months until the next one. It's one sentence, and Tom wasn't even patient enough to get to the end of the sentence. He just made up the end, and he thinks that I'm the one with ADHD. Okay, interesting.
We should have a. This is a good idea. We should have like an ADHD button. Do you know these other podcasts have these buttons like, oh, he's about to be controversial.
Yeah, he's gone full
He's about
ADHD.
to do a Bird and Manning joke. Press the buzzer. We should have a buzzer which is an ADHD buzzer. And do you know what the sound should be?
Go on.
Well, I'm just going to Google it now. You're going to like it. Here we are.
Do you think there'll be an uprising?
Right,
how long can this?
I'm connected to Bluetooth on that day.
How long can this go on?
What? Me and you doing a podcast?
No, the country that everything costs loads more money. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about immigration. I mean, it is putting a strain on the country.
Sorry, but you're literally proving my point here.
But
like croon in my tune, except about me and goes like this. The wonderful things about Tiggers is Tiggers are
Yeah,
things.
that is
The
good.
tops are made out of rubber, the bottoms are made out of strings. The bouncy, 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 fun.
We should have some like a Tigger bouncing.
Interestingly, though, that is true that all the characters in Winnie the Pooh represented a different mental health condition, and Tigger was ADHD.
There you go.
I saw the original toys in New York. They're in the New York Library.
Proving the point. Yeah. So you want to get
What do you think Eeyore was?
Sad, depressed.
Yeah, depressed.
Bipolar.
Yeah.
What Winnie the Pooh? You were the normal one. Piglet had short man syndrome.
No, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's an actual mental disorder, is it? That's just what you say to a short bloke when he walks into a walkabout. Here he is. He's going to try and knock someone out. Short man syndrome.
Before we get onto politics, Claire Meakin as well has been touched.
Oh, but that, yeah.
Thank goodness you're back. We missed you. And another kiss.
Do you know what? I'd say the engagement to listener rate is pretty good.
It is good. If we've got 18 viewers and 2 of them have got in touch, that's...
Hang on, you're missing the comment from the guy who said had to turn it off. It was all over the place for our last episode of the last season.
That's 3.
That was before we'd made these improvements.
And then we've got a listener story. So when you do politics, do you want to do politics now?
Oh, it wasn't politics.
Oh,
I was just padding while you were Googling something because we can't sit here in silence while you Google.
You were padding in about immigration.
Well, no, but I was just thinking about the cost of things. And do you think how much do you think we take before everyone goes batshit mental and starts smashing the gaff up?
Yeah, look, I've got an opinion on this, and I got on my soapbox the other day about the exact thing you're saying because we're paying millions in hotels, and I did say something, and I will say.
No, but hang on a minute. I said I didn't want to make it about immigration. I was just talking about the cost of me groceries. But you're
right. I thought the cost of putting up all these immigrants.
Yeah, you're right. That is mental. That is mental.
But I
probably would keep that to yourself.
Well, why don't I say it and then we'll decide where we live in?
Right, mate. It's so easy to get cancelled now that a Polish millionaire who took a hat from a kid, his company's now gone to shit. So do you really want to talk about that while you're while you run a company that, may I add, imports foreign machinery? It's not British made, is it? You're not selling British made drills and nail files. Although the nail files, blades, you sell blades from Sheffield, don't you?
I do.
Well
actually.
done. But I'd say 60-70% of your business comes from imported goods.
95.
Yeah, 95%. So probably keep your mouth shut on this issue.
What happened on what's the Polish thing?
If anything, mate, you're costing Britain.
What was the Polish thing?
Didn't you see that at the tennis, a Polish tennis player went to hand the kid his hat and a Polish millionaire just grabbed the hat from the kid's hands and took it? And it got all over social media and that guy's been cancelled.
No way.
Yeah.
Like the guy kissing.
But he put out a statement. You think you do a statement saying, really sorry, I've got a kid at home and he likes the player as well. I just got a bit carried away. Instead of saying sorry, he just went, come on, internet. Let's not all start turning on each other. It's just a hat. And if you say anything bad about me, I'm going to sue you, basically. So the internet just went, bring it on.
Yeah, but at least he got... Do you not think if I said something controversial, it'd get us up there?
And ruin your business.
I don't know.
I mean, it'd have to get us right up there for it to make up for you losing 95% of your income.
You know what? I'm glad you're around. Right, this is the last bit of a listen to interaction we've got. It's another story from Dave, my mate Dave. It's the second in the series of stories. Now, we're trying to be more family friendly. This does contain a naughty little word, and we could bleep it out in the edit. Carry on. And I'll just play it through the mic because we're not good at it.
Did you do that last week? Or was I supposed to add the audio in last week? That's my...
No, I played it through.
Fine, okay.
Just is back. Good to see. Hope it's all good in the new studio. It was the summer of 2015. I was working for a guy. He had no kids, and it was bank holiday Friday, and it was about 2 o'clock. He said, "Right, come on, pack up, let's go."
For God's sake.
What's the chances?
I can't do this anymore.
Home earlier during the week. So I was cycling home through Chelsea, Sloane Square, seeing all these lovely ladies getting me a bit worked up. And I got home, and I thought, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So I got home, set myself up, like, yeah, lovely. But what I hadn't realised is that Tor had also been
Tor is his wife.
Okay.
told that she could go home early. So she was cycling home about 10 minutes behind me. And as I was sat there in the living room with the iPad on the coffee table, it's a place that is like not overlooked by anyone. And she burst through the door and she saw me and she went, "What are you doing?" And I was like, oh, and I was like fumbling around, like trying to close the iPad lid. I was like, oh my God. And it wasn't that bad, other than the fact that I'd left my bike helmet on. Because I had a zip up top. You just zipped it up and took it off. And I totally forgot, lost myself in the moment, and I'd still got my cycle helmet clipped under my chin. I must have looked like an absolute moron.
Yeah, double.
How desperate for a wank have you got to be that you forget to take your helmet off?
Double helmet action.
Interestingly, though, very brave of you, mate, to send that story in. Because would you ever admit to Abby that you'd seen loads of fit women on your way home from work? You wanted to have a wank.
Yeah, weirdly enough.
Bank, sorry.
That's what I gathered from that story, that it's...
Why has he told that story in public?
Yeah, but it's obviously...
I mean, she obviously knows he wanks because she caught him.
Yeah. Well, in our household, we had a day for it.
Right, hang on a minute. You're going to have to explain that. Do you mean when you were younger?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if Theo listens to this. Theo, if you're listening, mate, just...
Skip this bit.
Do that thing that Dom
Press
said.
30 seconds onwards.
30 seconds, and I'll try and get it in 30 seconds, okay? 3, 2, 1. So Friday used to be the day because that was when I worked from home and Abby Abby wasn't at work.
So you're talking about when you were an adult?
Yeah, when I was an adult.
So hang on a minute. Did Abby know that it was the day?
Yeah, because she found out because she came home and I didn't get rid of it properly and there was a load of tissue in top of bin. And she went to put something in the bin and it were all there.
Oh, my God.
And so it was forever known as Bank Friday.
What happened to privacy?
30 seconds, right? Hi, Theo, you're back. You right, mate?
What happened to privacy? Why did you have to know and have a set day? And
well, no, because she ended up laughing about it, and then I were like, well, and then I think I said, well, it's Friday, innit? Let's move on quickly because I don't like it when we talk about toilet talk.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit awkward, isn't it?
I think we're
too old now.
We're forever editing the podcast, obviously, and I think there were one season when we always talked about willies and boobs, and I think it got a bit out.
What, do you think we've outgrown that now?
Yeah, 40 years old. Right, it's time for Stolen Features. This week on Stolen Features, we have Off the Menu podcast.
No, it's called Off Menu. God!
Off Menu podcast. Ed Gamble and James Acaster. So, Have you listened to their podcast?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's about?
I pick and choose. I only do the names that I like recognise. If it's someone like some random psychologist or something they've got on there, I don't listen.
Yes. So, but I listened to the first 8 minutes of it because that's the only time I'm going to give it. And 4 minutes of that with adverts, and then 4 minutes was their opening theme tune, which we could put that in now, but we'd have to. And you know the premise of the show, don't you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So this week they were discussing the best or your perfect Chinese meal.
Oh no, I thought the premise was like someone got to come on and pick their.
Yeah, but for some reason they got into Chinese, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, oh."
But was this a stolen feature or?
Yeah, because
just for their opening chat?
The problem is their podcast. The whole podcast is
Choosing a menu,
choosing a menu.
building the perfect menu.
So I thought we and you, because I love a bit of Chinese food, we could
build our perfect
build
Chinese.
a perfect Chinese. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, it's good. I
you
love
for that. You
Chinese.
seem a bit like you question.
No, I'm well up for it.
I mean,
Do you know
should
what?
be more impressed that I've done the work.
Do you know what I was actually thinking about? Buying a special bowl for a Chinese, like a big, like a fruit bowl or something from TK Maxx or Home Sense. You know, like they have those random big bowls.
Love balls in home.
But getting one of those big bowls for a Chinese, because you know when you get a Chinese and then you get your plate and you put your tubs on the plate, there are too many elements to a Chinese meal. But if you've got a big bowl and just put it all in one bowl,
you would eat it all, wouldn't you?
do you know where I got this idea? Me and Andy went to a place called the Hungry Bison in America, and they served me a salad in, honestly, it was like a fucking fish bowl. It was massive. And it was like this, but the salad, all the components were in a different area of the bowl.
And you stir it up yourself.
Yeah, I'll put a picture of it on screen now.
Can I just say, loads of American places do that.
Yeah, but I've only been to one that I can reference. That's normal. What are you talking about? Mr. fucking 11 Arif. I've been to loads of places where you eat fucking salad in America. Well done.
No, what I'm saying is, it's not, I don't think it's a new thing.
No, but that's where I experienced it once. A big bowl. Will you shut your fucking mouth?
What was the salad? Chicken Caesar? With chicken Caesar?
No.
What,
Can't remember what it was.
Exactly, yeah.
It had orange segments. It was unreal.
The problem with putting a Chinese in a massive bowl, though, is
Let me see if I can search hungry.
the hardest thing about eating Chinese is when to stop eating Chinese, and you always overorder, don't you? Always overorder.
Yeah.
Oh, and does anybody not get salt and pepper chips? Like,
All right, okay, fine. So, but you're giving away your order.
Sorry, I am.
Start telling me your order. So let's go with starters. We'll go starters each first.
For me, it has to be chicken wings from a Chinese.
Interesting. I don't mind that, and I do like chicken wings. Can I be asked with the admin of chicken wings when I'm having a Chinese? No.
There's a bone in there, isn't there?
There is. Although saying that, ribs, honey
Less
ribs.
admin, but
Still messy.
admin.
Still messy. Yeah, ribs.
So you're doing honey ribs. And
Not only that, I have a pre-starter, seaweed.
Oh, no.
Which, interestingly, is a con because it's just kale.
Well, you know what they started doing now with seaweed, don't you?
What?
They started putting it in packets and pretending it's a crisp.
Oh, yeah, I've
the
bought
world's gone mad.
those Itsus.
Yeah, the world's
I like
gone... No. They're not
Yeah,
that
I
good.
do. You're so controlling. Is this what you like with Abby?
Somebody said the other day, you've got coercive control, you.
To you? That's not a good thing. You're stroking your chin like Tom Selleck or something. You've been told you're the sexiest man alive.
No, because Abby don't think I'll
Who said that to you?
One of football mums. I know.
I mean, she's not wrong.
It's after I criticised the parking.
Maybe I think
Brighouse Junior's car park's the worst car park ever.
I think you do have a bit of that.
Andy goes there.
I hate how they all park in the middle. Why did they park in the
Yeah.
middle? Why does park on the side?
On the side.
Then park in the middle.
Because they think it's an easier getaway.
So this is what I was saying. She parked in the middle when there were a couple of spots. And I was like, right, you started the triangle, have you? You started the triangle parking so nobody can get out. And then, you do coercive control, you.
I think you do have a bit of that in you, but not totally. Because, I mean, I had the coercive control when we were putting this studio together, and you were fine with it.
It wasn't even corrosive, you just bloody controlled it.
Corrosive? That's another good one.
Right, play the tigger ding, 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 ding. So, chicken wings, ribs. We're not having seaweed. I'm sorry, I'm not allowing it. Not allowing it.
What?
But the idea of I'm sure the podcast goes like this because I've not listened to it all.
Hang on a minute. Let me throw in a curveball. Mixed starter. One order. Everything in there.
Yes, but sometimes you can have too much salt and pepper stuff.
Yeah, I
Can't
know.
you?
Yeah. Ultimately, at the end of the Chinese meal, nobody's ever had a Chinese and felt like blossoms are blooming, joys of spring. As soon as you finish your Chinese, you're like, this is the worst I've ever felt. I'm never having a Chinese again. I'm never eating again. I'm a terrible person. This is awful. And then 15 minutes later, you're like, oh, there's a bit of seaweed left.
Basically, it's what's more suicidal? Having a Chinese, the feeling after a Chinese, the feeling after a McDonald's. It's a close one, isn't it?
I think Chinese because there's a horrendous bloating in your stomach after a Chinese.
Yeah. Guilt. You feel like you've murdered somebody.
But the good thing about Chinese, and I don't know what the science behind it is, but your body digests it incredibly quickly.
Yes, it does.
Because you're hungry again after an hour.
And the MSG's all over the shop. Right, we'll have a mixed starter for the starter then. Right.
Do you think you could put MSG on anything and make it taste better?
Yes.
Like, could I put MSG in a roast dinner?
You could probably sprinkle it on there and it'd be all right.
Okay.
It's just salt, isn't it? So main course, Dom. Main course. Now, if you say sweet and sour chicken, we cancel.
No.
Stopping the podcast.
Sweet and sour chicken is the order of the middle-aged mum.
Yeah.
They think they're being a bit edgy. Oh, I'm going to get Chinese, something sweet and sour.
It's the chicken korma of the Chinese world.
Yeah, exactly. I think crispy beef and the sauce, I flip-flop. Sometimes I have kung po. Sometimes I have another one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But
How
tell me this. What's the difference?
Exactly.
I've ordered different
Just about
sauce
to
every
say
time
that.
and it always tastes the same.
And I love the name OK Sauce. Like, how did they come up with that name?
Yeah. Like, it's all right.
It's all right. It'll do.
Yeah.
Can we call it average sauce?
Yeah.
Maybe there's an area in
Do you think
China.
it's soul destroying for them to cook this food? Because they are all just what the British want it to taste like.
Yeah,
It's
they
not
are.
authentic Chinese
I
food,
think
is it?
I think it's a bit soul destroying. Although they're making money off it, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
It's so quick, isn't it, how it's made? That's my other worry. Like,
It's because it's all.
when
Do you know why though? I did watch a video about this. It's one pan cooking.
I know it is, but it makes you laugh because you ring and go, can we have mixed starter, chicken wings, whatever seaweed, Swiss on beef, beef and okay sauce, chicken kung po pork, sweet and sour chicken, curried chicken, curried beef, all this stuff, and they go, collection in 20 minutes.
Oh my god, he did an accent.
They do quite.
But yeah, it is incredibly
And I'm
quick.
like, hang on a minute, I've just reeled off half the menu. Collection in 20 minutes.
Yeah. So what's your main?
Main is kung po pork.
Yeah, good.
Because it's crispy. The pork it's got a bit more texture to it than the chicken. So kung po pork, and then I love it.
Yeah, and what's on the side here?
I get special fried rice, which has also got meat in it.
Okay, yeah,
Double meat.
I don't get rice at all. I'll have my salt and pepper chips on the side.
What's soaking up the sauce?
The chips. Although I keep them separate. I keep them in the separate tubs so they don't merge, and I dip the chips in the excess sauce, which is unnervingly gloopy. It's got a bit of bogey about it.
It's not.
It's got a bit of like body fluid about it.
Isn't it?
That's not good.
But you don't do half and half. Everybody does half and half. Surely that's like a law. Half noodle, half rice, half chip, half rice.
No.
No, you just get
Although-
chips with this. You don't get anything Chinese then.
Darley Street Market in Bradford, the noodles I got there on Saturday were sensational.
Very good.
Sensational noodles.
And what you're having for dessert in your Chinese banquet?
No, hang on. There's more to my main.
You just said you don't get anything else.
No, because I'll have salt and pepper chips. No, I didn't say I didn't have anything else. I didn't have rice. I also like to have prawn toast to dip in the sauce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, prawn toast.
Oh, that's a starter.
Yeah, but I have it as part of my main. In fact, what am I talking about? In a Chinese, you eat it all at once, don't you? You don't go starters first.
And has anyone ever finished a full bag of prawn crackers?
Has anyone ever finished a full Chinese?
Yeah.
You never clear your plate or your tub.
Our Chinese gives you the prawn crackers for free. Does yours?
Yes, yes.
Not with one meal though. You have to.
There's a cut off.
Yeah, definitely.
And nobody ever orders prawn crackers, do you? Because then you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Because you're paying for something you're basically going to get for free if you just put some more spring rolls on. We also get free spring rolls, which do taste like bird poo.
Ah, that's nice.
Which makes me wonder what they've got in there.
Do you know what I also like? Hoisin duck rolls.
Duck? Why have we not mentioned duck? Why have we not mentioned the inflation of crispy duck? When I was younger, you could get half a crispy duck for £8. Now it's a quarter for 16.
Do you know what though? I've got a bit of a tactic because Teddy always orders the duck and there's always loads left over. So that's Teddy's main, but it's also a part of my starter.
So what? Is he getting a quarter or half?
He gets a quarter duck.
Expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so expensive. He's not getting any more. Half a duck is like, honestly, too much for a meal.
I think it's £32.
Yeah.
It's the biggest inflation I've ever seen in my life.
Not only that,
Crispy duck.
you get the quarter of a duck, which is like this big, and then you get your wraps, but there's always too many wraps for the duck, but you get, I don't know, a ton of cucumber,
and
spring
onions.
So anyway, that's our main dessert. Now I
Can you
think
even name a Chinese dessert?
yeah.
One of those
I don't know if this
ice
is
cream.
I don't know if this is authentic Chinese dessert, but my local Chinese do Nutella spring rolls. They're pretty good.
No way.
Nutella spring rolls or Ben and Jerry's. That seems to be a common thing.
Can I
with
just
the
clear
Chinese.
something up? That is definitely not authentic Chinese.
Yeah. Well, I think we should introduce a dessert. Put a bit of Nutella in a spring
Chinese
roll.
have a lot of guava, don't they? Guava and bubbles and
My
tea.
Chinese has never seen a fruit. Not the person. I mean the restaurant. They've never had a fruit in there.
Yeah, bit of pineapple and sweet and sour. I made homemade.
Oh, that's true.
I made homemade Chinese last night. I made homemade sweet and sour chicken.
Do you have MSG?
I don't have MSG.
Then I bet it was disgusting.
No, it wasn't disgusting.
There's no way it was as flavourful.
I put a load of salt in, but you know how I make sweet and sour sauce, and this is actually
Please do
taking
tell.
this whole feature to another level.
Yeah.
It's ketchup and fresh orange juice or pineapple juice. And you
Ah.
just boil it together in a wok with onion, pepper, tinned pineapples, put a bit of chili in there, garlic, ginger, bish bash bash, a bash, Big John. A
Was
bash.
it all right?
Lovely, absolutely gorgeous.
Because the
My tummy's
is that because you're talking about Chinese
we
food?
need to shut up,
Should we go for a lunchtime Chinese? Does anyone have a Chinese at lunchtime? That's your day over.
isn't it?
That is
Go on, I'm not saying that.
that is your day. Oh my God, I would love a Chinese right now.
So that was stolen features.
Oh, what? You didn't choose your dessert? Have you never had a Chinese dessert?
Chinese don't do desserts. They're famous.
I've just
for
told you they
desserts.
do.
They don't. You've made Nutella spring rolls, not a Chinese dessert.
Ben and Jerry's. They always sell Ben and Jerry's.
Like gâteau, that's Austrian.
Hang on a minute.
It's French.
I've had gato at a curry house.
Yeah, but that's because it's westernized. A traditional, in fact,
Chinese desserts. You're
Yeah.
gonna Google it. But Chinese takeaway desserts, you'll have to Google.
oh, it's Gobi Desert is brought up. Not desert, dessert.
Well, that's your spelling, mate. It's not the Google's fault.
Ah, brilliant. Right, yeah.
I just burped. Sorry.
They use a lot of, yeah. So when I went to Korea, it's a lot of this red bean paste.
Is that dessert?
So they use a lot of red bean paste in desserts to Chinese. And I've had it in Korea and it's basically in plastic. Glutinous rice, mooncake, sticky rice balls. Basically, it's a lot of crap. Egg tarts.
The rice thing is a weird one for me. Because why, after having a load of rice, would you want, shall we have some more rice for
Yeah, I
dessert?
know. And listen to this, red bean soup for dessert. Sweet, warm soup made from azuki beans and rock sugar, often added with tapioca pearls. Sounds like a challenge on.
Yeah,
sounds like a challenge on. I'm a Celebrity.
That sounds rubbish.
Does, done it. So we'll just skip dessert. I think
Yeah.
it's nothing appetizing.
Oh, we
there.
can have Nutella spring rolls.
Yes, this is the traditional one. And that's it. I think we're nearly done. I will go have a little rant before before we're tapping out.
Chinese is like McDonald's chips, though, isn't it? Because McDonald's chips are the most glorious thing you can eat on earth until you're a minute in and they're turned into plastic, basically.
Yeah,
don't they?
yeah.
Disgusting.
I just think McDonald's is actually shite nowadays.
Yeah, it is, but sometimes you're just driving past and you think, killer for a double cheeseburger right now.
The golden arch.
I genuinely think McDonald's killed it with the double cheeseburger. That was it. They could have just stopped there.
Yeah.
That was just a normal size burger back in the day. And they had to go too far and do the Big Mac.
You still don't save a menu though. We went overnight at 10 a.m. after being at Cricket Club too late, and it was $2.49. Theo wanted a chicken Big Mac, which was $5.50. So I said no chance. I denied him that, but I said he was allowed to have 2 chicken mayos, $1.49.
The chicken, I honestly,
He made his own.
I just love a double cheeseburger.
fine.
I try not to eat McDonald's now, but if I do, I just get a double cheeseburger to satisfy my craving.
You know what? We're all gonna get so obese, aren't we, as a nation?
I'm big. I know. That's why I'm wearing baggy clothes now. I'm big.
Do you want to talk about that?
Do I hear about McDonald's?
Go on.
McDonald's don't want you, the consumer, in their restaurants anymore. They want you to either go through a drive-through or get it delivered to home. Have you noticed they're getting smaller and smaller inside?
And also, you're right, 'cause if you get on the app, they are throwing offers at you for delivery only. They are throwing
Yeah,
offers
that
at
is
you.
true.
Free kilogram of chicken. I'm like, delivery over. I'm in your restaurant. I can save you a job. I can pick up the offer now.
That is a good point from Andy. Do you reckon that's going to happen to all takeaways? Because imagine how
it's
much
overheads,
lower.
isn't it?
Imagine how much lower your overheads are if you can move to a smaller kitchen, just kitchen
It's
only
just a kitchen,
premises.
innit? You don't have to pay for tables, chairs, cleaning it.
Well,
staff.
that's what that Mr. Beast did, although I think it's defunct now. He did Beast Burger.
Yes.
And it was just like in America, you can rent a kitchen space. and he just had random people just rented a kitchen space to do Beast Burger
under his
but it was
brand.
totally unregulated. So me and you could have just opened a kitchen and served Beast Burgers.
Me picking my nose and then putting the lettuce on the burger.
Yeah, you can watch a few YouTube videos about how easy it was to do it and how like different each time you ordered it was. Because
I think you're right. I think the future of it is like these takeaways now. The novelty of going to McDonald's and Ronald McDonald coming out with his white face and big red hair. That is all cost. Isn't
have
it?
you ever felt like a more inferior human being than when you're sitting in at McDonald's though?
Yeah, shame.
You feel disgusting.
Yeah, feel dirty, don't you?
You don't think they can sue us for that, do you?
Have you had a poo in a McDonald's toilet?
No, I have not. No, I can't do a poo in any toilet other than my own.
And mine, clearly.
Yeah, I've done one here actually.
Thank you.
They have
Not today.
Waterless urinals, don't they, McDonald's?
Yeah, they do. It's horrible.
Do
it's
you
like
work on Martin Lewis's team or something? How do you know this?
Stinks.
Because it tells you when you're weaning it, it's like, where's this going? It's just like going into like almost like a composter. Probably going into milkshake mix anyway.
Is that why they stink absolutely horribly stink of urine?
You know what? I'd happily get sued by McDonald's now because it'll get us up there.
There's a podcast at the moment on BBC Sounds all about somebody getting sued in the 90s by McDonald's.
For what?
They had loads of the chicken nuggets are made of whatever, and the burgers are made of whatever, kind of cow.
So if we get
There's
sued by
leaflets.
McDonald's, is that a stolen feature then? It already exists as a podcast.
Yeah, we'll just show on it in there.
I've just been reminded of something. I saw in the supermarket, Jamie Oliver now is selling ready meals, and all the things, the nutritional values were red. He had the fucking gall to take away our turkey Twizzlers, ruin our school dinners. I loved spam fritters at school, gone because of Jamie Oliver. And then he comes out with his own fast food meals that are all red nutritional value.
That's mental. He's got a program at the moment talking about healthy food as well. Can I just say though, when he starts talking about food, my belly's on one.
Can I just say that Jamie Oliver, when he's doing these 1 minute meals, like it's only a minute meal if you've got all the fucking gear. He's got everything. He don't have to wash his pans. It's just like pan.
If you've got
ladle.
a production crew and chefs behind the cameras.
It's like making minute meals, but he's using ingredients that you've got to go to the Outer Hebrides to buy.
I love Jamie Oliver. I can't slag him off at all. But the school dinners have gone full circle. And now, do you know what Theo can get at school now? Doner on chips.
Really?
Yeah, chips and doner meat.
Yeah. Do you know what Teddy's at school? They do breakfast. You can get like yum-yums for breakfast.
So what he did for school dinners 15 years ago, they've looked for a few years. They've gone, yeah, okay, yeah, and they've gone, sack him off.
Yeah, all right, Jamie. Yeah.
The Twizzlers are back out.
Yeah. Starmer's Britain, mate.
The Twizzlers. Oh, don't get back into it. The Twizzlers sell. Right, it's time for the Tom's rant.
Cool.
Play the jingle.
Time in the show. Let everyone know it's time to take a stance. Time for Tom's
Rant.
All right. What's
There
your
is a
rant?
jingle for that actually.
Yeah, we just played it, Tom.
No, you
In
sang
post, it was added.
okay.
Flipping heck, you're a div. You like to say div now?
No, I'm going to say. I'm not getting cancelled. You can't say div.
I think I'm allowed just 1 or 2 insults towards you because you rang me during a funeral.
Okay.
That's it. Now we're even.
We're even.
We're even.
Okay. You got me back. So I don't know about you, but I'll give you a scenario and I want to know how you react. All roads these days, it's impossible to get 2 cars down one road anywhere. Everyone's got 3 cars parked on bloody curbs. You can't. Roads aren't big enough for our cars alone. They aren't big enough for the amount of cars that are on the road, especially in Brighouse. So you're going up a road and you wait for the other car to come through. Okay, first one comes through, puts his hand up, thank you. Second one comes through, doesn't say thank you. What do you do?
Yeah, in my head, I'm a bit like, rude.
No,
But then-
for me, I'm absolutely fuming, and I take it out on the next guy. So then I don't say thank you to the next person, so they feel my wrath. If they go slow enough, I'll get window down and shout, thank you, at the top of my voice.
I've seen you.
Sarcastic thank you.
I've seen this. I've seen you driving. One day, you're going to get battered.
Am I?
And I've got a story to tell you about this because it's happened to me. Not me, I didn't get battered.
Yeah, go on.
But yeah, you've got, because I've seen you in the car. You do stuff like you'll do fake gestures to wind people up as well. Like you'll be behind the steering wheel, you'll go like this, you'll go like that
I don't think you can do that.
to wind people up. But once my dad did an overtaking manoeuvre, a bit
Can I
dangerous.
say this was Tom's rant, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah. But your rant starts it and we both get on it. I'm not ranting, by the way. I'm just telling you an incident.
Perfect, go for it.
And my dad did it, and there was a bit of a road rage incident, and my dad just ignored the guy, but the guy was giving it like you do behind the steering wheel. The guy turned around and followed us. So my dad wound the window down. I went, yes. And then punched my dad in the face.
You're joking?
Not joking. Punched my dad in the face, yeah.
Oh, God. But just say thank you.
And you know my dad. And so I'm in the car saying, wait, I'm ringing the police, Dad. I'm ringing the police.
Nice guy.
And this guy was like a builder, so it looked like. And I started winding. My dad. I said to my dad, "We've got to do something about this." And my dad went, "Nope." Dignified, sat back in the car, wound the window up, drove off, carried on with his day.
After getting punched?
After getting punched,
He took it well.
Thing is, you've seen the size of my dad's hands. If he'd have punched him back, he'd have killed him. My dad
shovels.
knows to be restrained.
Yeah, like shovels. But nothing boils my blood more. It's weird. Like, and what's really strange, it's completely cultural to this country. I've driven in Greece, and I'm a different person because the Greeks don't do it as a part of the course. You just
Like they don't do it in America either.
you're just like, oh yeah, how you doing? You're all right.
If-
Yeah, no worries.
if you're-
And everyone's more calm. It's weird over here. It's like I've been brought up to do road rage.
But it's because you're polite. Like we've got the British politeness. Like when you go to America, if you thank people unnecessarily, like if you go into a shop and you go, "Hey, how are you?"
You don't know what's
They're
going on.
like, "What?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me how I am?" But it's
then
none of
I
your
don't-
business. Basically, is what they're thinking.
But I think it should be part of driving lesson. I think when you do it right, we're going to do thank yous today. What? Today's thank yous. We're going to do a load of awkward roads where you're going to get one card out, and we're going to make sure you say thank you to everybody. If they don't say thank you to you, you put your window down, you scream at the top of your voice, "Thank you!" in the lug-hole of the car window.
You do drive differently though when you're angry, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Like you want to slam your foot down on the accelerator. It's actually dangerous.
Tailing somebody.
It could be, because part of my driving lessons were about driving when you're emotional.
Yeah. And using the horn in an angry way, using your horns like to warn people. And that's where, so I got offered with a shovel. I got offered up with a shovel because I got on my horn once with this. So it didn't say thank you. So I got on my horn and he had a trailer. Anyway, it was a weird roundabout. I ended up following him and going round to a traffic light. And he got out of his car, got a shovel out of his trailer and started coming towards me. So I just bezzed off in the opposite direction.
Told you.
You'd think I'd learn, wouldn't you?
Have you ever been hit?
Yes. Sucker punched.
When?
So we're playing five-a-side against a pretty rough team, and they were really, really dirty, flying in with challenges, and I was winding them up, which didn't help the situation. But I was winding them up because they were being so dirty and serious, and I were going brap to him.
Oh, because they were acting a bit gangster.
Act a bit gangster. So I were going,
They were Bradford
who do
youths.
you think you are? Brap. And then didn't like that at all. So they targeted me, and I was like,
Because you're a big guy.
Sub, please. So I subbed myself off, and I was stood at the side of the pitch, and it's a cage match, like in a cage, five-a-side.
Yeah.
And they're like growling through the cage at me, and I'm thinking, I'm going to go now. That's my time to go. So then, right, lads, I know it's after the game, but I'm going to get off because I'm worried about I'm going to die. So they're going to go after me after the game. So I got my car keys, walked out, and as I was walking out, one of them came out the cage, ran behind me, and sucker punched me in the ear. So then I were on the floor.
How long ago was this?
Like 5 or 10 years ago.
You went down.
Went down. But when you get sucker punched, you lose your balance, don't you?
Yeah.
And he wasn't very big, but he hit me hard. So I went down, and then at one point, this is really weird actually. At one point, my leg, he was hitting me on I was like that, covering myself, and he was hitting me on my sides here. Like,
Did I know you at this time?
Yeah. So I was in between his legs. This sounds really quite erotic at this point. My head was in between his legs, and he was bent over me, hitting me inside. And I thought, he's not hurting this. I'm just going to pick him up by his legs and tip him on his head. So then I just got his legs, and I just stood up. Then he went backwards over my head and landed flat on his face.
Oh my God, you killed someone, didn't you? Is that why we need to edit it out?
And he died. No, he didn't die. And then so it all got split up. And then the police came because I went, "Oh, you need to ring police." "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm going to press charges. I'm not having this." Thinking I'd have a bit of a defence. The police came and they went, chatting about, they couldn't be asked, "Do you want to press charges?" Like reluctantly.
Yeah.
And I went, "I tell you what." In the part of this football court, there was a play gym. So the play gym, he used to take his 5-year-old to the play gym every weekend. And says, "I'll tell you what, I won't press charges, but I want him and his son banned from this whole place." The manager was like, "All right." I said, "They're not allowed down here at all, including his son." Now that didn't go down too well
with him.
Yeah, and he started trying to fight me again.
Did he?
Yeah, and I said, but if you do that, I won't press charges. So they looked at the guy, and the guy was like, well, we'll have to do that then, won't we? So then him and his son got banned. Because I thought that'd hurt him most, that he can't bring his son to play gym.
Yeah. I'm surprised he hadn't hunted you down.
Well, then I bumped into in remember Office, the shoe shop?
Yeah.
I bumped into him about a year later in Office.
Did he recognise you?
Oh, yeah. We give each other like a bit of side eye. He tried to eyeball me whilst I was looking at a pair of Converse.
The thing is, you showed him power. Like how easily you could just, that if you wanted to, you could have flattened him.
Who now was the gangster.
That's a similar sort of thing happened to me. Like when I'd done a school play and I was just finishing, it was at the end of school year, and the year below want to beat up the guy who's done the school play.
Yeah.
And they met me in Saltaire Park, and one of them sucker punched me in the back of the head, which could have killed me, I guess. Sucker punched me in the back of the head. And like his mates were all there, and they were all like trying to pile in on me and stuff like that. Luckily, my mate came and started dealing with the other guys. But I got fight, so I didn't really know what to do. This guy's like trying to punch me, and same as you, it was like fighting. I was just holding him off like that, and he couldn't get near me. So I was like, he's not stopping. So I volleyed him in the ribs. Like I just like volley like a foot, and he went down like a sack of spuds, and I legged it.
That's proper jiu-jitsu stuff, that.
Well,
kickboxing.
It was more like Alan Shearer.
As I look at Alan Shearer.
Shearer! Boom! I did shout that out. Shearer!
Then celebrated arm in air.
But same as you, I walked away thinking, that episode of Homer Simpson where he can just get punched in the head for hours, and then he just punches them when they're knackered. Yeah. I thought, I think I might have that Homer Simpson had. Because it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It didn't hurt. Like, I didn't have any bruises.
You have like a moment of realisation. Like, hang on a minute. It's not actually doing out here.
Yeah, and he went down like a sack of spuds. Are we ending on that? Are we ending on that note? Everyone thinking that we're secretly hard. Not for each other.
Don't forget, get in touch. There's a section, we have a feature where we read out your stuff that you sent us.
And we've realised now you can leave comments on Spotify. You can do us an email at manhoodpod@gmail.com, manhoodpod on Instagram.
And you can WhatsApp us, and the number will be there this week because I've just found it. So the number will be on Spotify description.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I actually use AI to write the descriptions based on what we've spoken about.
Lazy.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's so good. It's so good that it went insert WhatsApp number here because it had heard you say the WhatsApp number's going to be in there.
God.
Yeah, we're finished. It's over for us all. In fact, I will end on this note. My dad got caught out by AI because I was around at their house and he said, "Have you seen Harrison Ford now, 92?" I said, "Harrison Ford's not 92, Dad. He's like in his 80s." I went, No, he's 92. I saw it on the internet. And he said, I saw a picture of him with his birthday cake and his family. And it was AI, Harrison Ford, with a cake that said 92 on it with his family around him. And I could tell it was AI, but my dad had totally fallen for it.
Well, he would, wouldn't he? He's old.
Yeah. Sorry you had to hear that, Dad.
Your dad don't listen.
My dad had me when he was 26. He's not that old.
He's got a call to make to brisk.
So fine. Bye. We'll be back with another episode of Manhood next week.